Biocon is also in the news. They've just put out an information to the exchanges where they've said that there was a pre-approval inspection of their new oral solid dosage forms manufacturing facility in Bangalore. And the audit has been concluded without any observations. No Form 483 was issued. The successful audit of this site reflects the strong commitment to quality and compliance. So that's some positive news for Biocon. But here's a quick recap of our top stocks. Stocks with positive news flow this morning: Sun Pharma, Titan, Wockhardt, Amara Raja Battery, Sale, Sadbhav Infra, Sobha, HDFC Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank and SBI. While stocks with negative news flow this morning: Tata Global Beverages, Tata Motors, EID Parry, Avanti Feeds, HPCL, BPCL, IOC, Asian Paints, Berger, Kansai, Nerolac, and all the paint stocks, that is.
Okay, so let's get you some more details on Titan. Big Bull Rakesh Jhunjhunwala spoke to the management of Titan during their earnings call. Now he's become a regular there. Here's an excerpt of what he asked and what answers he got.
How the festival sales, you said for jewelry is up 29% like to like. What about watches?
Total.
Watches, Rakesh, the festival which is Dussehra to Diwali is about pretty close to 8%. So it is lower than the running rate, so to say, for first half and even for the entire Q2. The main reason for that is that in this month, leading up to Diwali, last year we had, for 3 or 4 days, we had a flash 30% off. So if you take that away, then it's a good 12% growth over last year.
And as I understand your margins, you said you have 18% margin in the first half. For the full year, you think it should be in 15%. So in the second half, you think it will be 12%.
That's what it amounts to.
Bhaskar, what's your opinion here on the watch margins?
Yeah, this is something which we explain every time, and just wait for the 2 quarters to go by. You will see it for yourself.
Oh, well, welcome back. We have Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, the chairman and managing director of Biocon, joining us on the fact that they have not got any observations for their Bengaluru plant on oral solid forms. Good morning, Kiran. Thank you very much for joining us. Can you tell us what this means in terms of a significance?
Well, as you know, this is our oral solid dosage facility, which is going to be used for manufacturing our generics, in terms of our ANDAs and for the U.S. market. And I think this is a very welcome outcome because, as you know, Biocon has been investing a lot in strengthening its quality systems. We are really investing in training, in understanding various compliance requirements of various regulatory agencies. And, this is something which is welcome because it is important for Biocon to keep its quality track record intact.
Does this plant contribute to your overall revenues?
Well, it will going forward because this is, as I mentioned, going to be used for a generics business in the U.S.
Okay.
All right. So going forward, Kiran, what is the outlook as far as the generics business is concerned?
Well, these are early days yet, so I won't be able to give you, sort of specific numbers in terms of, how we see this business. But we see this ramping up pretty significantly over the next 2 to 3 years. So we do expect it to be a significant contributor to our, overall business.
Since we have you with us, is the company in line to achieve the $200 million guidance on biosimilar sales?
Well, we are fairly confident that we will definitely achieve that target.
Okay. What about pricing pressure in the U.S.? I mean, has that come off a little bit, or is there still quite a bit of pressure that you notice?
Well, as you know, the various sort of regulatory challenges that companies have had to, bear, as well as the China factor, where a number of Chinese companies have had huge challenges with US FDA, has basically stabilized the market because there is drug shortage in the US on account of, the China factor. So I think that has given some respite to a lot of the Indian pharmaceutical companies. in terms of price stabilization.
Okay. How should we understand the significance of this, thumbs up that you have got from the drug regulator? Does it mean that you will be filing more ANDAs from this plant, or have you already got some approvals for biosimilars from this plant?
This is not biosimilars.
Okay.
This is oral solid dosages. So this is our small molecules business.
Okay.
And as you know, we had sort of gone up the value chain, and we wanted a vertically integrated, business from our small molecules APIs. And therefore, we believe that this plant is extremely important as we embark on our generic strategy, which is really a sort of a forward integration strategy for small molecules. And I think this is a very important element of that strategy.
Okay. But is there any inspection lined up for any of the biosimilars in the Bangalore plant?
We've recently finished a drug substance, inspection, and, we did not get any 483s. So that was also a very welcome outcome. So I think, we have to be prepared for regulatory inspections throughout the year. And so far, I think we have come out fairly well.
Do you have any ANDAs filed in the US now? And how many?
Yes, absolutely.
How many?
We've already entered the US with our statins. Many of our statins have now entered the US market. Rosuvastatin, Simvastatin, and Atorvastatin. So I think the statins has been our initial foray. But yes, we have filed several other ANDAs, and we expect to be in the US market, as I mentioned, in a significant way, at least in our selected areas, over the coming years.
All right, Kiran, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, and many congratulations for getting this thumbs up for your oral dosage, solid dosage forms plant.